Okay, good afternoon. It is actually, guys, it's 1:43 on Tuesday the 27th of December 2022, and this is week 38 of the fire journey that I'm undertaking. So as you can see on screen at present, the market is currently looking down in value compared to our average price, which is currently sitting at £62.74. The portfolio value at present is 4,370 odd, and we're currently down 4.15%. Guys, I'm going to talk shortly about why that gives me hope for the future. That might seem like a strange thing to say, but hopefully shortly you'll see that it isn't strange at all. So this is going to be the last investment for this year. I'll be back again in the new year to continue the journey, but for now let's go ahead and buy our weekly £120 of the S&P 500 exchange traded fund provided by Vanguard, and seen here on the Trading 212 practice platform. As you can see, at today's price we're buying just under 2 shares, hopefully. I will send that through, and we'll see if that executes. So value over here 4370. Sometimes it doesn't update, sometimes it does. Normally you do see the change happen down at the bottom here. The market is showing as closed. I'm not sure why that should be. Oh, actually I am. My apologies, guys, I'm an idiot. This is Tuesday, and the market is closed until tomorrow, Wednesday. Today is a bank holiday. And unfortunately, as things stand, I have got myself roped into working the next 3 days. Genuinely though, I didn't remember before I started this that that is the case, that I will be working for the next 3 days, and therefore I will not be able to show a live investment. But right, what I will do is I will perhaps make a part 2 to this at some point after the market has opened and executed. But as I mentioned before, the fact that the market is actually sitting in negative percentage points does actually give me hope for the future, and the reason for that is that historically, if you look back, you will see that when the market hasn't performed to its sort of typical average, roughly 10% plus a bit per year, you do tend to find that in subsequent years, and not only does it make up for that, but it normally well exceeds its performance. So actually for the year, now as I say, for our investment portfolio, we're sitting at minus 4% ish. So that simply reflects the dollar cost averaging that I've been able to do. and where the current price is. But if we look at the result for a year, you can see that the market is actually down 10% as opposed to up 10%. And what I wanted to show you guys is, if I can just find the right tab, is this one. So guys, this is actually showing annual performance of different market sectors in percentage terms. The first column here is 2012-13, and then you've got 13-14, 14-15, 15-16, 16-17, 17-18, 18-19, 19-20, 20-21, up to 21-22. That may be April to April, I'm not entirely sure. As you can see, the last figure shown there for North America, which is basically the S&P 500, actually shows a positive rate of just over 6.5%. But if we look back in history, look for North America, you will see that in 2020-2021 the growth was just under 35%, and that was following a year 2019 to 2020. So was that the basically the first COVID year, or the run up to COVID? Growth in that year was only 2.4%. So we went from 2.4% up to almost 35%, and then back to a more normal 6.5%, slightly less than the usual 10% or so. So one example here of the market showing massive growth following not very much growth. Let's go back a bit further in history. There's 16%. That's a wee bit higher than the average. 6% a wee bit less than the average. 32%. Wow. Now look at the year before the 32%. 2.7. Okay, so here you've got 2.7 followed by 32. Over here you've got 2.4 followed by 34. Go back a bit further, you've got 23%, that's high. 10% is normal. 18% is high. Okay, so as I say, there's two examples here where growth has been slow, and then it just appears to have taken off in the year subsequent to that. So as I say, this year with negative 10% growth, I would be very surprised if the North American market doesn't show growth of, I think 30% is perhaps too much to hope for, but I wouldn't be at all surprised to see 20% growth next year. But you know, all these things are unknown. But what I can say for sure is that if you look around, I have seen in the mainstream media mention of savings accounts offering up to 7% interest, provided you're willing to lock money away for up to 12 months, and provided you don't put a massive amount of money away for that length of time. So just to say that obviously banks are not going to offer you that sort of an interest rate unless they are confident that they can make more by their investments and by the lending that they undertake as well. So I am very hopeful for next year. I believe that we will see a significant improvement in the market. I'm actually glad that this year has actually provided a negative return, because it would have been misleading if I had gone through the fire journey and not had a financial, I don't want to say crisis, because I mean the market's only down 10%. It's not down 50% or anything like that. Okay, I know 50% is maybe quite an unusual sort of a thing to happen, but it can happen. It has happened. Okay, so let's call this a blip. Over the course of the 8 years that I'm planning to do this fire journey exercise, we may not see further blips. We may do, but we may not. So as I say, I'm glad that this has happened. I'm also glad that it's happened when it has happened fairly early in this fire journey, because it should serve to show that the method is sound, that the method works in the long run. Yes, in the short term we're down 4%, but imagine if next year, if the market provided a return of 20%, we would really see a massive difference in the value of the portfolio, particularly given that we've got this good starting point to add to, and it should hopefully, fingers crossed, serve to prove that the method is sound. So guys, thank you so much for watching today. If you're interested in following the journey and to see where we go from here, if you want to be notified the next time I post content, please hit the notification bell, and if, as I say, if you're interested, subscribe to the channel. Like the video if you want to, and guys, have a great end to your day, and have a good new year, and I will talk to you soon.